2015 Cadillac SRX, and you guys have been asking about CarPlay, so ask and you shall receive. I'm going to show you some CarPlay functionality on a 2015 model vehicle. So with that said, we actually can go back, retrofit this back to 2014 for sure. Likely the 13 ATS, XTS, SRX we can also do as well. I do want to mention just right up front, this is not going to be a cheap upgrade, guys, just FYI. So for the ones that are expecting to get this done for $400 or $500, please save the phone call. It's not going to happen. I can't do anything about it. It's all GM parts. It's very expensive, especially if you want to go to the full-blown functionality. In order to retrofit this, just FYI, plan on spending some money. So with that said, let's get into the system. I am going to show you some functionality of CarPlay versus some of the other stuff that we offer. So hopefully you can kind of make a decision as to which direction you want to go. Hopefully this will be pretty informative and just good for everybody. So with that said, 2016, we've got the queue system here. We've got some new icons popping up on the new software, and it is pretty responsive, just FYI. This one does have the factory nav, so all the normal stuff we would normally do. Like I said, some new icons to look at. Or we can go to plug in and go to CarPlay. So let's pay attention to this icon right here. Just switch to CarPlay. So now we've got full touch and voice functionality of CarPlay, which if we press will take us into our Apple phone. Most of you guys out there are interested in the Apple mapping. Now this is pretty good, pretty responsive. I've been running this for about a week now. Most of the bugs are due to older software. So we are running the latest iOS software on this, and it is running pretty good. If you go into some of the older software, it does get buggy, and there are some bugs here and there, just FYI. But with that said, it gives you the option to actually,
where would you like to go?
Type in a destination, or we can go to recents, or we can actually do voice rec.
Where would you like to go?
575 Burbank Street, Broomfield, Colorado.
Getting directions to 575 Burbank Street, Broomfield.
So you have it. We can start the route, and we're good to go with the
Starting
Apple mapping.
Route to 575 Burbank Street.
So pretty good stuff here. We can actually end it and go back. This is like our home button on the iPhone. We can go to our messages.
Who shall I text?
Anthony Brush.
Okay, what do you want to say to Anthony Brush?
Testing CarPlay. How are we doing?
Your message to Anthony Brush says, testing CarPlay, how are we doing? Ready to send it?
Send.
Done.
So now we'll see how quick this pops up, and we'll go from there. So let's see here, and it's come in, so let me just reply back. And I've replied back, so let's just see how fast it pops in. There we go.
You have a message from Anthony Brush. It says, MVI is your source for all your genuine factory upgrades. Want a reply?
No.
That's the last message.
So there you have it. We can go back to our home and go to, I think we have a call coming in, possibly. We do. We're just going to get rid of that sucker real quick. We can go to our, our music tab. We can go to artists, songs. This particular phone doesn't have any music on it. If I were to plug a phone in that had a lot of music content, you can actually scroll through by your artists, songs, playlists, etc. It's actually pretty cool little interface. And then the rest of it: iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and then we can go to our phone log,
Would you like me to
and
make a call, or would you
actually make a phone call if we need to. So that's that. This is kind of independent of the Bluetooth system. So let's back this out all the way to the actual stock system. Now we're back to Q. I'm going to unplug CarPlay, and we should notice that we're going to repair to the actual vehicle as far as Bluetooth goes. Now what I'm going to do is send a text message again to the phone, and let's see how quick it comes through. And it just got sent, so pop up. Now, as everybody knows, we do offer some unlock features that allow for nav entry in motion as well as texting in motion. So the nice thing about this on the factory system is you can actually view the text message while moving down the road as opposed to just listening to it.
MVI is your source for all your genuine factory upgrades.
Now, listening to it is great. However, a lot of people use abbreviations, pictures, everything else, so it's not always the best. You're talking to somebody that receives about 100 text messages a day, so being able to view them right through on the screen is nice. We can actually do this service right here to allow for in-motion viewing of text messaging for your 14s, 15s, and 16 models. Along with some video functionality, and then again being able to enter an address while moving down the road, which is usually locked out while in motion. So FYI, that's that. Once again, we can plug back in and go to CarPlay. You can see the icon's just going to pop right back up, and then we've got full touchscreen and voice recognition functionality of that. So with all that said, then we've got our last service, which everybody seems to like as well. This actually allows you to view your whole phone on the screen and not just restricted to these applications. So with that said, what I'm going to do is unplug this guy. We're going to go back to the factory mapping, and I'm going to plug in the new cable. And then I'm going to go to our new interface. And now, with any luck, now I have the actual whole phone on the vehicle, which is a lot better in my opinion. So now, with that said, I can't actually touch the screen and control the phone. It is done from the phone, but we now have video up on the screen once it loads. And then we've also got let's just go to our text messaging. We can go to Safari, which is somewhere on here. I'm not exactly sure where. Right here. You can browse the web. What's really cool though, on the vehicles with Siri Eyes Free, let's do this right here. Press and hold the steering wheel button. Navigation.
Directions to where?
575 Burbank Street, Broomfield, Colorado.
Getting directions to 575 Burbank Street, Broomfield.
And there we go. All voice rec, just pulled up the whole route. We're rocking and rolling with the mapping system right there in the vehicle. We can toggle right back to the Q system and go to our radio, whatever we want to do there. Right back to CarPlay, or right back to our actual phone screen itself. Now let's try this right here. YouTube. Right back to YouTube. So as you can see, full voice recognition functionality with the 15 vehicles that have the Siri Eyes Free. If you don't have that function in your vehicle, you can always just press and hold home button on the phone. Hello Siri, how are you?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Say hello to the whole US of A. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. Once again, let's go back to the CarPlay, which I know everybody's most interested in. Plug in our other cable right from the center console. And we should notice this change to CarPlay, which it just did. And we are right back to our CarPlay app. So from there we can go to the map, we can go to messages, whatever.
Would you like to
And
hear your
you've got
unread
all
messages or create a new one?
No, thank you.
I don't know what you mean by no thank you.
Well, Siri doesn't understand English. Anyhow, here you go. We have done CarPlay on the 14 and 15 vehicles. We have the full unlock service available, 14, 15, 16 vehicles. And if you want full functionality of your phone on the screen, we can do some stuff with that as far as imaging the phone up there and doing some voice recognition. So pretty much got all your bases covered. I hope this video has been informative. There will be a number at the end of the screen. Please note the phone rings all day long. If you get voicemail, leave a message. We'll call you back. There's also going to be a website you can leave a message at as far as email goes in the description below the video. Email us. You will get a reply back. From that point, we'll give you a text message number. We can text back and forth. We reply pretty quickly that way. So hope it's been informative. Have yourself a great day.